If you're a lineman in charge of keeping the lights on, Grainger understands that you go to great lengths and sometimes heights to ensure the power is always flowing, which is why you can count on Grainger for professional-grade products and next-day delivery, so you have everything you need to get the job done. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Plan on flying? It's time to upgrade to a Real ID. Because in order to board domestic flights, your driver's license or state-issued ID must be a Real ID, or you'll need another acceptable form of identification. So don't wait. Find out how to get your Real ID at tsa.gov/Real ID. That's tsa.gov/Real ID, or visit your local DMV. And then you'll be cleared for takeoff.
So I've been waiting for that slow fade. Kinda hoping that you won't.
How's it going, Dave?
Good. Where are you, by the way? Are you hiding in a back room in the house? And
Yeah, I'm in my dad's office actually. I'm currently in Edmonton, Alberta. I've been here for most of the year, so
yeah.
No.
How's that? How's Canada?
Canada's good. I mean, it's been nice just to be like with family again. I for the last few years haven't really had this opportunity to just like be at home again. So
True.
That aspect has been cool for sure. But I mean, it's kind of tough. Like I definitely miss being out in New York and whatnot.
Yeah, and being in are your parents putting you to work, like making you do chores and stuff like that? It's like, you're under this roof now. Take out the garbage.
And my brother's here too. He graduated last year, so he's back at home. It's been a lot, but it's starting to feel like normal now, which is kind of scary, but like whatever.
Right. That is the scary part. I live alone, so it's just me here. But yeah, I had that moment where I was like, wow, this is actually okay. I'm actually getting too good at being alone.
I know. And like I've set up a little studio in my room so I can like record and write from home now. So it's like, it's weird. I'm like, am I ever going to go back?
Meanwhile, you're in the studio writing songs. My parents are annoying the hell out of me. So you're in Canada. You must be looking down in America going, you guys are crazy down there. We'll leave that alone and let that be what it is.
Exactly.
We're a mess. I'm coming up there. I've only been to one part of Canada, and that was Vancouver, close to the border. That was pretty much all I've been to.
Okay, I love Vancouver. It's not too far from me. It's probably like my favorite place here in Canada for sure.
It was interesting. Any plans to move to the States eventually or at some point?
Yeah, so last year I was living out in New York for most of last year. So right around when COVID kind of started happening in March, I was just about to sign a new lease on like this perfect apartment that I had found. But when everything started happening, I kind of was like, let me just go back home until this settles down. I was thinking like maybe a month or two and I'll be back. I'm like,
yeah, remember when they said it would be just 2 weeks?
Right. I was like, by July, I'll be back. Like, it'll be great. But yeah, I mean, I love New York. It's like my second home at this point now. So I definitely want to get back there in the future for sure.
Gosh, to be that close to signing a new lease and then going, you know what? Hold on a minute.
And it was such like a tough process to find like the perfect place. And right when I was about to do it, it was just like they were talking about quarantine and there's no toilet paper. I was like, this is a lot.
You're like, that's all I need to hear. No toilet paper. I'm out. I'm out of here. What about LA? You've been to LA, obviously, probably, maybe.
Yeah, no, I love LA. I haven't been in a really long time, but I did record my first album out there, and I loved it. Like LA, amazing. Maybe someday too, I would want to like live there for a bit. It's very different from anything I'm used to, but it's cool. Yeah,
kind of our own little world. What things did you like to do while you're here? Are you like hiking or theme park?
I like theme parks. I love theme parks. I've done all the Disneys everywhere. I love food, and LA has a lot of great food. I'm like the biggest sushi person, so that was like really amazing. And yeah, just being able to like write with some of the people out there who are just obviously like amazing, incredible writers. LA is like its own little scene. So yeah, I didn't get to explore it as much as I would like. I feel like when I was first going out there, I was like 19 and still really like scared and like didn't know anything or anyone. But now I feel like it would be a lot more fun and I'd have more friends. So it'd be cool.
You've seen that. You've got, when you come in, it's intimidating.
Yeah.
When you first come in, it's so big and so spread out. You don't even know where to start.
Yeah, for sure. It's a lot to take in.
And then you can wander back. Where would you, like, what part of town? Like, if you were to move to LA, are you more of like the Valley? Or are you living in Hollywood? Are you living in Orange County?
Man.
From what you know of it, at least.
So when I was there, I like always stayed at the same hotel in West Hollywood. So that's like all I know of LA is West Hollywood. And I liked it. It was cool, but I'd be interested to live more like not as like in the city. So I don't know what that would mean, but like I'm definitely cool with living somewhere more naturey and that vibe. And then,
Yeah. West Hollywood's cool. West Hollywood's like this tough area to get in and out of.
Yeah.
So there's like one road to get in West Hollywood and one road to get out. So there's between 3 and 5, don't even bother because traffic.
Yeah. Oh yeah. LA traffic. That was one I remember for sure. Different.
Yeah. Rush hours pretty much all day long.
Yeah.
Man, you've got your fans kind of riled up a little bit. I noticed on your Twitter and your Instagram. They all want to know who this dude is in that recent picture, your Instagram picture. They're like, who is that guy? Is it Seth? Is that his name?
Yeah, that's his name. Yeah.
Oh, have you scrolled through some of the comments on that? Because people are like, what? My wife has a boyfriend?
I've seen some of them. I know. It's so funny. It's weird to see that. Yeah, we've been together for a year now, but
cool.
Yeah.
And through all this, you still like him? You guys?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, love him. He's great.
Because this is that time where everybody's kind of getting annoyed with each other.
I know. No, it's we make it work. It's just day by day, but we're good. Yeah. He doesn't actually live here, so that's tough.
Right.
But it's cool. We try to. Yeah.
He's tall, by the way. What are you like? You're like 5'6", something like that.
I'm 5'8".
Are you? Okay.
Yeah. He's a basketball player. He's pretty tall.
He's about 9 feet tall. So, so back to your parents again. How are they with all this stuff going on with you? Are they supportive of it? Are they cool about it? And more so, even like at first, did you ever get like pushback from them going, "Come on, get a real job. Don't do this whole singing thing"?
My parents have always been just like so supportive of me and music, and I mean, even when I was a kid, they put me in piano lessons and all of that. I think when I first started, they were kind of just like, what is this? Because I started on Vine. So at the time, they were just like confused. And obviously, they want the best for their daughter. And me being from Edmonton, music just never seemed like a very tangible thing. But once they saw like the response and how supportive people were and the fact that I was just like so into it and obsessed, they were very much on my team and supportive all the way through.
Good.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to talk about these songs. You've got so many songs right now, and I know that the single that everybody's excited about pushing now is this song that's actually came out a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Slow Fade, right?
Right. Yep. That's the one.
It's kind of deceiving in a way because it sounds like this very romantic, loving song, but the lyrics of it, the message of it, it's almost like it's like the non-romantic song, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, I kind of felt that when we were writing it too. I think it's like, it's sad. It's a sad song, but it's also very much just kind of when you realize that like you love someone, but you just like have to let it go. And I don't know, I've never been good at just being like, go, like get out. And it's always been like a slow and painful process. And I kind of just tried to put that in a song because I feel like everyone kind of feels that way at some point, right?
I've had that, and I know I was in a 6-year relationship, and I knew it needed to end, but it got to the point where every day I was just like going, we've got to find a reason, like let me find something to help this end. Wow. And it's the same vibe, but it's like, yeah, I really hope that it just a slow fade, not something abrupt and harsh, because that'll hurt.
Yeah.
But wow, what a message in that song. It's so different. That's very unique.
Thank you. I'm glad. I feel like I love to write about love, and a lot of the times I write about like the very like happy and nice parts about it, but I think this is just more like real and raw, and I feel like everyone goes through it for sure. Yeah,
but now your boyfriend's going to be listening to every song intently going, why are you writing about that? Is that about me? Are any of this about him, by the way? Well, that song came out before him anyway, so it doesn't count, right? What's your feeling on the song? You feel good about it? Are you glad that you've gone back to to it?
Yeah, no, I love this song, and I actually got to write it with a group that I've been listening to ever since I was like 17. They're called Oh Wonder. They're a group out of the UK. And it was one of my very first writing sessions. And so the fact that I got to write it with people I really respect makes it that much more important to me. And yeah, the song it means a lot. So I'm happy to go visit it again.
Yeah, and it's even production wise, it's unique because it starts out with this percussion that instinctively you think it's going to be something kind of aggressive, like an Imagine Dragons type aggressive. You know, when their songs start out with like percussion, and then every song is like a fight song or
right, yeah.
But then it becomes really soft and really smooth. And there was the hook is a trip too because the normal chorus, it would just be continuous the whole time, but you've got these stops and the snaps.
Yeah, so originally we recorded the song as like a demo, and it was literally like just my voice and this like synthy piano thing. And then I ended up meeting up with this producer named Demile, who ended up like producing the rest of my EP, but he's like just mad talented. And we gave him the song, and he like really just amped it up. And the snap was kind of there, but he was the one that like muted everything and just made it about the like snap. And I remember when I first listened to it, I was like, no, because it was so different from how it originally sounded. But the more I listened to it, the more I love how it sounded. So it's weird, and everyone's always like, I thought the song like finished, and then all of a sudden it was like back, and I'm like, yeah, it's cool. I think it's different.
Yeah, because I mean we are almost trained to in a chorus to have this continuous 32 count or 64 whatever, and to have that interrupted multiple times during it kind of messes with you at first, but then it's like, wow, that's so cool, and it's messing with my head.
Yeah. It's I like that. I've always loved that about like music, is when it makes you like kind of stop for a second and be like, what just happened? Like, let me listen to that again. I think it's always cool because, like you said, we're so used to just like this like very structured like flow, and so it's kind of cool to like mess with it sometimes.
It's gonna be fun to do that song live too. Looking forward to doing live again.
Yes, I like miss touring and shows so much, and it's so weird because when you're like in an actual tour, you're like, oh, this is like so hard. I'm away from everyone. I'm like up for hours, and it can be exhausting. But once you're like away from it for this long, you're like, oh my God, like I would do anything to be that tired and like that exhausted again.
Isn't that amazing that we were appreciating everything that we didn't have before?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I hope that happens. I hope we get you back on tour. We'd love to see you in the iHeart building when the world down here at least stops being so weird. And I'm going to play, like when we air back this interview, I'm going to play the song. So let's, instead of me introducing the song on the air, like why don't you play Radio DJ?
Ooh.
If you were the DJ, you intro the song. Yeah.
I like it. Okay.
Do your impression of what a radio DJ would say. Throw on your radio voice or whatever if you want.
Okay, I'm going to Wiki. Okay.
Wiki.
Oh, that was
I say that every time I go on the air. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So up next, we have a song that came out 2-ish years ago, but we're giving it a new visit. It's about love and all its twists and turns. I hope you enjoy it. Written by moi. This is Slow Fade by me, Ruth B. I hope you like it.
Perfect.
Cool.
I love it. I love it. Well, thank you so much for taking the time.
Of course.
And it's a great song. Dirty Nikes is sick. And Crave, by the way, is super sick.
Thank you. Oh, that means so much. I'm so glad you like it.
Yeah, that song has so much going on, and it's so different.
Thanks, man.
So, all right, do your thing, but thanks again for taking the time.
All right, thank you.